Welcome back, everybody. We are here with Andrew Stadelberger from Player Coach Studios. Andrew, how you doing, man?
I am very well. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're the reason why we're here. Now, one of the reasons we have a partnership here in Player Coach Studios, and you guys did an amazing job. I got to say, I'm enjoying the hell out of hosting my people here, being able to have a real conversation with people in an environment that is, this place is beautiful. You did a really good job. I could see that you guys put a lot of thought into it.
I appreciate that. Well, you're the reason you're here. And,
that is true.
And honestly, to have, the gumption and the know-how and the initiative to say, all right, I'm going to use this as something that can benefit me, but my network also.
Yep.
Expand what you're doing, but also provide a platform for other people. Man, that's exactly the type of idea that I was hoping other people might have because I wasn't smart enough to come up with that on my own.
It's kind of like how I do my networking meetups and everything like that. It's like you put a bunch of smart people into the room, things are going to happen, right? You want to put like-minded individuals, people that are servant leaders.
Yep.
You find other servant leaders and eventually, like the Zig Ziglar quote, the best way to get what you want is to help people get what they want. So I thought, you know what? Player Coach Studios does a great job. They treat me very well. So why don't I just share that love? Because if you share the love, it can get bigger. If you keep it for yourself, it's only going to go big as the container you put it in. It's like water.
Completely.
So I'm sharing the love. I'm having great people like yourself on here. And I'm also giving people insights of what it really takes to become a successful entrepreneur. And success can mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It's based on your perspective. I think success is having enough money to pay all my bills and the rest of the time I want to spend with my family. Mm-hmm. That's what I think success is. Some other people might say it's just shiny object. I won't be successful until I can own a Lamborghini and all the other stuff. And that's cool. If that's what drives you, as long as you're doing good by people, do what you want to do. But for me, platforms like this help me help other people spend more time with their family because we're killing it in the advertising game now.
Yep.
This podcast style has been great for a lot of people's businesses, but I want to take it back. I want to take it back to why do you start Player Coach Studios? It's a big question, but I feel like a lot of people want to know.
Thank you for asking. And we put a lot of thought into this. And this was something that we also put a lot of thought into prior to actually making it something that it is, like actually building this thing. We started thinking, okay, could this work? Because it came from Player Coach advertising.
Okay.
I started an ad agency about 6 years ago. It's still very much in motion. I can actually point to where the office is. It's right there. If you go back to that office, the color changes on the wall where the agency starts, we say. And the idea was much like you're saying, we're a high tide raises all ships type of organization. We are traditionally an ad agency. And if you squint really hard, it looks like the Mad Men kind of style of an ad agency, traditional strategy, creative, media buying and everything like that. Testing and then going back and making sure you're doing things right and build better creative. And that's traditionally what we do. But what we have evolved into in the years of technology and feeling like we have now been able to service a smaller market, usually the Coca-Colas of the world are the only ones who can get these types of services. Now with the democratization of technology and us having moved down here, we're able to help mid-sized businesses that are more national. Now, those people might not necessarily have all the experience with advertising and advertisers and know exactly what to do. And that's kind of what we're here for. And that's why we call
help bridge the gap right on Bridge Avenue.
Exactly. Right on Bridge Avenue.
Yes. So we are in Red Bank, which is awesome, great location.
Yep.
And a lot of changes have been coming to Red Bank.
That's right.
In this area. So what do you think that's going to do to your business and the businesses around here?
There's a lot going on here. Netflix is one of them. And I think it's kind of the big microcosm of what's happening down at the shore. But make no mistake, this happened long before Netflix. In fact, I think Netflix followed the flocking of people from New York City and a lot of, after COVID down to the shore where they now realize it is a beautiful spot down here. This is where we actually want to be. So I think a lot of business has, found its way into the area also. And that means a lot of different things for the area itself. One, for local businesses who've been here and who are established, it is maybe more competition in one way, but easier to establish yourself as we've been here, we're trusted, we have this established book of clients, we have all these references and everything like that. So for the people who know how to message that and find the new people coming in, I think that's actually going to be kind of a win. So, we named our company Player Coach because we help play. We actually are doing the work, but we're also coaching the new businesses in terms of this is why you're doing this. And we want you to have an education. And, as an extension, we thought, okay, we're filming people a lot.
Yeah.
Why don't we build the means to do that here And on top of that, have a place where the community, our clients, people that we like a lot, but who aren't necessarily our clients at the moment, have a place to hang out. If you could imagine, let's cut to a wide shot. Am I allowed to do that on your podcast?
You can do that on your own studio, of course.
We're going to cut to a wide shot.
Yeah.
And you can actually take a look and see, this could easily be a very cool living room hangout part, place to have panels and things like that.
Yeah.
And we're actually hoping that people take advantage.
Yeah, like we could have a press conference right over there.
Exactly.
And really announce things and stuff. But that's kind of one of the things I'm going to do with my future businesses. I have a few of them lined up that stay tuned. They will be launching soon. And I'm going to be using this space in order to launch it properly.
I love to hear that. This is kind of a smaller room, but with the magic of cameras and our videographer, Evan, who's been at the game for a very long time. Every single little angle of this room can be its own podcast background. And we're hoping that people can get use out of all of it. And, every piece of content, every show that you do will have a different look and feel to it.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. And I really think that this is that stepping stone a lot of people are going to want and have before they get into, content producing like almost every single day, like a little piece of what the power could be. Cause that was my first interaction with it. I was like, you know what? I'm not sure if I'm going to have a use for a studio. Now I can't imagine my business without it. But I'm like, let me try it out to see how my sphere responds, how the algorithm responds, what kind of things I can do to tweak my business. Because I'm not a marketing expert. Right. I market homes, I market buildings, but I don't market myself that well. So let me see if I can put my utility into somebody else. Let me see if I can have them take over and see what they can do with it. And I was blown away. Yep. I was blown away with the quality, all the different things I could do with it. And now I'm thinking about what other ways can I use the studio to further my business, but also further my friends' businesses. And you're one of my friends. So this is a great way to kind of do that.
No, and I appreciate using it and being such a great evangelist for it. Like we're big fans of, getting people who are doing great work locally in front of people who need to hear that message. Yeah. We're also big fans of the 1,000 True Fans theory. Have you heard of this? Have I?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So this is for people who might not know. Kevin Kelly, an author, came up with this idea of 10,000 or 1,000 true fans recently, which is like in the internet age, in the age of, you can message anybody or get in touch with anybody that you want to over social media. If you're able to amass 1,000 true fans, a true fan not being a follower online, but someone who's actually going to purchase anything you put out. Yeah. If you are putting out like a $10 a month subscription, well, then you're making a really good living off of those 1,000 true fans. Yeah. We think that being able to put yourself out there, develop a parasocial relationship with an audience is going to allow you over time to amass people who understand who you are, like your vibe, feel like they're all already friends with you and want to support you financially. And we're just hoping to be able to provide a platform for people to do that as well. Not only just find local clients for real estate who are moving into the area, much like you, and you're doing a great job at that. But who knows, with more and more content, maybe in a year you've got 20,000 subscribers for, $1 or $2 per month, and you're doing really well on that too.
Yeah, no, it kind of makes a nice little different revenue stream and also a different way to help people.
Exactly.
Right? I mean, that's different. And one of my last questions for you actually is, we went over that book that you talked about, the 1,000 True Fans, but I really want to get into what drives you every single day. Yeah. What made you want to get up every morning? What makes you want to jump out of bed?
We only get one shot every day, I think, to do what we want to do. And I think at 40 years old now, I've spent a lot of my time, you get a little bit more introspective. Yeah. The older
I almost
you get,
did the Don Shield, damn.
Do you? I just turned 40.
The Kevin Hart. I'm 40 years old now. Damn. I'm sorry.
I turned 40 a couple months ago, and I started thinking about all the time that I felt like I wasted working for other people when I wanted to work for myself, doing things I didn't want to do because I wanted to be polite, feeling like tomorrow was going to be the right day to do it.
Waiting my turn
on all that kind of stuff. And after a while, I realized that I was never going to be happy just waiting around and doing things that I felt like I needed to do. And I never felt like I was going to be able to get to where I wanted to be or be happy with myself. What's motivating me every day is to know that you only get one shot as far as we know about this, and we don't know when our time's up. I want to leave something lasting. I want to leave something that's a legacy, something that's good, pays it forward. And I want to do that now. So every day I wake up and push myself to be the best I can for myself and my clients. And for better or for worse, some days I am and some days I'm not. But that is what motivates me at the end of the day.
That's awesome. I think that's a great way to end it. So, Andrew, Appreciate you coming on.
Thank
and
you.
Give me a little piece of what goes behind Player Coach Studios. Of course, we're going to be talking with you a lot coming through the coming months when we're recording this podcast. So thank you for coming on to Mind of an Entrepreneur, Andrew.
Right on. Great. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Have a great day.